Right now, you are the only kind of human on Earth, not just the dominant kind, not the most advanced kind, the only kind. And the common explanation is that the others simply died out. Ice ages, starvation, bad luck. But the fossil record tells a different story. There were at least 8 other human species walking this planet, building shelters, burying their dead, caring for their injured, and every single one of them disappeared within a few thousand years of one event: our arrival. This is the story of what actually happened, and it is the most disturbing thing our species has ever done, because we have almost no memory of doing it. Here is something that should unsettle you. Neanderthals had larger brains than we do. On average, 1,426 milliliters versus our 1,478, nearly identical. Some Neanderthal specimens exceeded us entirely. They had fire, they had tools, they buried their dead with flowers, they survived 30 glacial cycles across 300,000 years in some of the harshest conditions on Earth, and they were gone within 5,000 years of us entering Europe. So, the question is not why they were so primitive. The question is why, with nearly identical intelligence, they lost so completely. The answer is not how big your brain is. It is how many brains you can connect it to. Neanderthals lived in tight bands of 15 to 30 individuals, isolated by geography, limited by territory. Homo sapiens maintained social networks of 150 or more. We could call on distant allies during a hard winter, share information about prey movements across hundreds of kilometers, pool risk across bands we had never physically met. When the climate collapsed and prey disappeared, a Neanderthal group starved alone. A human group sent a message. But competition and starvation are not the whole story. In southwest France, at a site called Les Rois, archaeologists found a Neanderthal jawbone buried in a layer of Homo sapiens refuse, alongside the bones of deer and other butchered animals. The jaw was covered in cut marks. Forensic analysis confirmed the pattern. The marks were identical to the technique used to strip flesh from prey. The tongue had been cut out and consumed, and the teeth had been modified, shaped, sharpened, as if to be worn as jewelry. This was not starvation cannibalism. This was deliberate. The Neanderthal was processed like game, worn like a trophy, and this was not an isolated incident. The Shanidar 3 Neanderthal from Iraq, a partially healed wound in the left rib caused by a low-mass projectile. A weapon Neanderthals did not possess, but we did, shot from a distance, left to bleed. At Cima de los Huesos in Spain, a skull with 2 matching fractures caused by the same implement. The researchers called it what it was: coordinated, premeditated homicide. On the Indonesian island of Flores, there once lived a species of tiny humans, barely a meter tall, called Homo floresiensis. They vanished approximately 50,000 years ago, precisely when we arrived. But here is what no textbook tells you. The local people of Flores have a legend, passed down for generations, about small, hairy cave dwellers called the Ebu Gogo. Creatures who murmured in strange voices, stole food from villages, and were eventually lured into a cave and burned alive by the villagers. The physical description matches Homo floresiensis with haunting precision. We may have oral memory of committing that extinction and called it folklore. And yet, it was not all violence. Every non-African human alive today carries 1 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. Pacific Islanders carry up to 5% Denisovan DNA. We interbred. There were moments of contact that were not combat, but the genetic evidence reveals the real story beneath that fact. Neanderthal DNA is almost entirely absent from the modern X-chromosome. Because females carry 2 X chromosomes and males carry 1, this imbalance points to a specific pattern. Predominantly Neanderthal males mating with Homo sapiens females. the same pattern found in every recorded history of conquest. And what happened to the genes we took? We kept the useful ones. The EPAS1 gene, which allows Tibetans to survive at altitude with minimal oxygen, is denisovin. The immune variants that protect modern Europeans from Eurasian pathogens are Neanderthal. We did not just outlast them, we consumed them, genetically, culturally, physically, and moved on.